Good morning, bonjour, buenos dias. It's Tom Padula from TomPadulaTV on YouTube and Insegna booksellers. And this morning is the 27th, Friday, the 27th of January, 2023. And we're going to do French and Spanish. I'm concentrating on these two languages at the moment. And it's good to come here on this Friday because my Italian lesson on Tuesday, I've done them, series 1 is finished, 1 to 60, programs 1 to 60, and world history on Thursdays is programs 1 to 65, and I finished that one as well. So here we go. We'll move on with French until I think around, the 60 mark to keep them in line with the Italian, and then take a break and come back to it and do other things as well. What's interesting about 2023 is that I'm going to be learning as well as teaching, which is a good combination. I need to learn more about computers. I need to improve my Spanish a lot more, do a few more songs, etc., etc. However, there's also the business of the poetry. The French have got an incredible literary history, and poetry is right at the top of it. And today I was looking at one of my books, and I found Joachim de Ballet is the poet that I'm going to introduce today, and he was born in 1522 and died in 1560. So in other words, he was 38 when he died, a bit young, but a lot young. If we compare it to today, people living to over 100, such talent, they go early. And we've got, we need to reflect on this, the opportunities of life and of a long life that's that's been gifted to humanity via the arts by various poets, writers, singers, you name it. So very interesting, very interesting. The other thing about Spanish is that, I spent quite a bit of time at the end of last year trying to learn, the days of the week, the months of the year, the seasons, and the numbers. And then I'm trying to take a long break. I try to remember, and I need to revise. Revision is everything. And finally, one last reflection today, because, as you know, I give 5 minutes to my philosophy about language, about learning, about a lot of other things as well, to do with languages and cultures. The interesting part, really, about all this is that there are 4 language skills. How do you put them in order? I've always said, listen, speak, read, write. But then I was thinking about it and I said, okay, of all these 4 language skills, which one can I do? Well, I can listen. You have to actually listen properly when people speak. That's pretty hard sometimes because they have different pronunciation, different ways of expression, etc., etc. But it's an easy one if you apply yourself to it. The next one, I was thinking, is reading, of course. You can pick up a book and you can read it to yourself or aloud, and you can read some of the phrases, the paragraphs, the whole novel if you want. And I thought, yeah. Now, the other 2 are writing and speaking. Which one do you think is easier? And I thought to myself, well, writing, you get a pen, you want to write on a computer, you can do that too, on tablets. So you can write sentences. And finally, the speaking part. Why the speaking part last? It's because it is the most difficult. Because when you want to speak in French, quand on veut parler en français, on a besoin de parler avec quelqu'un qui parle français. Je voudrais beaucoup apprendre à parler en français comme les Français. Mais je dois penser trop pour parler en français comme un Français. But I can do that in Italian and I can do that in English very well. And I told you, you know, the idea of the two languages, you speak on one language here e poi vai dall'altra parte e parli in italiano perfettamente bene. But then you can add another one. I say, alors, je voudrais parler en français ici. And then the next one is, hablo español. And there you are. That's the story of language learning. So concentrate on listening. Read in French. Write in French. And eventually, the speaking part will come to you once you have someone to speak to or a group of people, or you go to France, you can then practice. It's 11:30 and I must start. And today I decided to start with a drink, of course. It's very hot in here. Can't complain really, because we've had long months of very cold weather. And now that we are here, well, okay, I'm going to do the words now. I've got a beautiful book, and I'm going to read it to you. Le frigidaire. They don't give me the English or the Italian here. It's just in French. Le frigidaire. What do you think it is? It's the fridge, of course. Les verres. Glasses. La pendule. A clock. You want to tell the time. Les cuillères. Les cuillères. Spoons, with the long handles. Le tablière. Le tablière. Looks like an apron here. L'interrupteur. 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 That you in the middle causes me trouble. Les casseroles. Les soucoupes. Les soucoupes. Les soucoupes. Le fer à repasser. La bouilloire. Bouilloire. B-O-U-I-L-L-O-I-R-E. So, bouilloire. La serpillière. La serpillière. L'aspirateur. L'évière. Les fourchettes. La porte. Les chiffons. Le tabouret. Les couteaux. La cire. Now, some of these words you probably know, but some of the other ones are difficult. For me as well. I don't know all of them. It's la cuisine, that's in the kitchen. La table. L'ampoule électrique. Les tasses. Les petites cuillères. Les allumettes. Allumettes. La clé. Le balai. Les bols. Le placard. La brosse. Le paquet de lessive. La planche à repasser. Les assiettes. Those are the dishes. La pelle. La machine à laver. La poêle. Les ordures. Le tiroir. La cuisinière. There you are. Now, should I show them to you? Then we waste time, you know what I mean? But, I'll just show you a few. le frigidaire, les verres, la pendule, le cueilleur, le tablier, l'interrupteur, la casserole, les soucoupes, le fer à repasser, etc., etc. Now, the idea is to actually learn the words. Listen to the words. So we're listening to the words to begin with. And I'm going to go to the next one. Dans le jardin. In the garden. Okay? La brouette. La ruche. L'escargot. Escargot, you should know. We eat them. Well, the French do. Les briques. La poubelle. La chenille. La pelle. La fourmi. L'oiseau. La gouttière. L'échelle. Les grains. La pontisse. Le ver de terre. Les fleurs. La rosseuse à jet tournant. La rosseuse à jet tournant. L'os. L'eau. Hein? La haie. La truelle. La voiture. La guêpe. La voiture d'enfant. And then was la guêpe. L'herbe. Les plantes. Le feu de joie. Le nid. Le feu de joie. Le nid. Les bâtons. La serre. L'abeille. La fumée. La binette. Le tuyau d'arrosage. Le tuyau d'arrosage. Le balai. Les feuilles. La fourche. L'arbre. Le chemin. La tondeuse. So those are the words for dans le jardin from this particular book. So here we go. We've done that. Now we have to go to. We need a drink first, but then we'll do the actual grammar. I think it's important to keep going. And today we'll be doing the superlatives of adjectives and adverbs. Superlative, you know, the most beautiful. Qui est the most thirsty? Moi. Okay. Superlative of adjectives and adverbs. Now, the superlative of an adjective is formed by adding the definite article, le, la or les, to the comparative form. Marc est l'étudiant le plus intelligent de la classe. Marc is the most intelligent boy in the class. Cette peinture est la plus belle de toutes. This painting is the most beautiful of all. Ces peintures sont les moins intéressantes du musée. These paintings are the least interesting in the museum. Okay? If an adjective normally precedes the noun, the superlative will also precede the noun. If the adjective normally follows the noun, the superlative will normally follow as well. So, not a problem. Pierre est un gentil garçon. Peter is a nice boy. Now, if you want to do that in the superlative, you'll say Pierre est le plus gentil garçon de la classe. Peter is the nicest boy in the class. But if you have the adjective after, like Mary is an intelligent girl, Marie est une fille intelligente. So the superlative would be Marie est la fille la plus intelligente de la classe. So Mary is the most intelligent girl in the class. Easy enough. And it makes sense. Note that the preposition de follows the superlative even when it means in English. When a verb follows the superlative, it is usually in the subjunctive. And that's one of the parts of the verb, which we haven't done yet in French. I've done it in Italian and English, but not in French yet. C'est le film le plus intéressant que j'ai vu. C'est la plus gentille fille que je connaisse. The superlative of adverbs is formed by adding le to the comparative. Ce garçon parle le plus couramment. De is with the nouns. Le is with the adverbs. So, de, c'est le film le plus que j'ai vu, c'est la plus gentille fille que je connaisse. Que je connaisse, que j'ai vu. Ce garçon parle le plus couramment. This boy speaks the best, the quickest, couramment, fluent, he's fluent. This boy speaks the most fluently. Cette fille chante le plus fort. This girl sings the loudest. Follow the morals. So, ce garçon est beau. Oui, c'est le plus beau garçon du village. That's a question. Ce garçon est beau. The question. Cette fille est intelligente. Oui, c'est la fille la plus intelligente du village. Okay, and then there are some exercises, and I'll just read the exercise. I won't do it. Cette fille est intéressante. Cette rue est petite. Ses enfants sont amusants. Ce jardin est joli. Ce garçon est honnête. Ce professeur est exigeante. Cette église est vieille. Ces filles sont intelligentes. Ce musée est grand. Cette peinture est belle. Est belle, oui, oui. And then you should say, oui, non, etc. Follow the morals. Pierre parle vite. Oui, il parle le plus vite de tout. Anne parle vite. Oui, elle parle le plus vite de tout. Even though you say elle, you still got to say le, not la. You can't say la plus vite de tout. It's le plus vite de tout. Separated from elle. Georges chante fort. Marie travaille sérieusement. Hélène danse exquisément. Le professeur parle profondément. Anne chante brillamment. Okay, so that's it for today. The next time will be irregular comparatives and superlatives. So the irregular ones. We've done the regular ones. Okay, and the irregular ones, there's plenty of irregularities. I'll have to give it a bit more time next week. All right, so that's that for this one here for today. And we're going to put them away as we move along. Okay, we've done 2 so far. Great. Now, I'll just need another drink. As I said, it's very hot here today. I'm upstairs and you remember the plays. I keep on plugging away at this because these are important. These ones here, I've read at the beginning of these French and Spanish, combined lesson. Because as I said, teaching French and learning Spanish. That's a good way of doing it. Okay, so before we go to the next one, which will be, what will it be? That's the question. The question is, I think I'll do one of the songs. Yeah, so I was trying this one out before. Here, La Nuit, by our friend Adamo. Okay? Let's see what I can do. I think I've learned it well now, so let me see if I can actually, do it. Just listen to it. La nuit. Si je t'oublie pendant le jour, je passe mes nuits à te maudire. Et quand la lune se retire, je l'âme vide et le cœur lourde. La nuit tu m'apparais immense, j'étends les bras pour te saisir. Mais tu prends d'un malin plaisir à tes joueurs de me avance. La nuit, je deviens fou. Et puis ton rire fond le noir. et je ne sais plus où chercher. Quand tous s'étaient revient l'espoir, et je me reprends à t'aimer. Tantôt tu me reviens fugace, et tu m'appelles pour me narguer. Mais chaque fois mon sang se glace, ton rire vient tout effacer. La nuit, je deviens fou, je deviens fou. Le jour dissipe ton image, et tu repars, je ne sais où. Veux celui qui tient en cage, celui qui va me rendre fou. La nuit, je deviens fou, je deviens fou, fou, fou. That's how you become mad, by singing in French. La nuit, je deviens fou. Le français, chanteur. En chantant, je deviens fou. En chantant, in singing. Okay, so that's one. I've selected 3 plus a poem today. So, the next one, we said that, I think I would like to do now. Oh my God, I've lost. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll pick it up after. Conte Sympathique. That's this book here. I've got plenty of copies. If anyone wants them, they are here at Insegna. Okay? You can order them online. I'll send them to you, whatever you want. As many as you want. As well, these are for the class. So rather than photocopy the passages, you give it to the students, to adult students, to read and translate at home if they can. Okay, les enfants savants. So this is you remember we said the words first, nouns, listen, then reading is the next one. Le dimanche, les gens du village se réunissent au café. Ils s'amusent à boire et à causer. Quelquefois, ils discutent des choses sérieuses, mais en général, ils préfèrent raconter des histoires amusantes. Ma cadette Lily, dit Jean-Paul à ses compagnons, est une fille qui comprend bien la mathématique et qui a l'esprit très logique. Hier, par exemple, sa sœur aînée, Suzanne, lui a demandé quel âge elle avait. Lily a répondu 5 ans. Et l'an dernier, 4 ans. 4 et 5 font 9. Donc tu es 9 ans, a dit Suzanne. Il n'est pas facile de tromper Lily. Tout de suite, elle a demandé à sa sœur, « Combien de jambes as-tu, Suzy ?»« J'ai 2 jambes comme tout le monde, évidemment. Et l'an dernier, 2 aussi. »« Bien, a dit Lily. 2 et 2 font 4, donc tu as 4 jambes. Comme ça, tu es une vache. » Got it. Maintenant, c'est Roger qui insiste que son fils George est encore plus intelligent. Il est évident qu'il va être un grand savant, mon George. Il a mis l'insecte sur la table et quand il a crié « Saute !», la sauterelle a sauté. Puis il lui a arraché les pattes. De nouveau, il a mis l'insecte sur la table et il a encore commandé « Saute !». Mais cette fois, la petite bête n'a pas sauté. Voilà la preuve, m'a dit Georges, que si on arrache les pattes à une sauterelle, elle devient sourde. Did you understand that? Did you understand some of it? I don't know. Mes amis, dit le vieux maçon, il est bien vrai que vos enfants sont intelligents, mais à mon avis, ma petite nièce Monique, un bébé de 12 semaines, est l'enfant le plus intelligent du monde. Elle lit déjà le journal et elle écoute la radio. Elle passe tout son temps à penser aux problèmes du monde. la guerre, la pollution de l'air, le coût de la vie et les impôts toujours montants. Oh maçon, on dit les autres, nous croyons ce que tu nous dis parce que tu es un homme digne. Mais comment sais-tu ce que le bébé pense si elle ne parle pas encore? Il n'est pas nécessaire de parler avec elle pour savoir qu'elle réfléchit sur les problèmes internationaux et domestiques. Elle doit penser à ces choses tristes parce qu'elle pleure nuit et jour. She must be hungry. So, this is a beautiful one. Beautiful story. It's a bit funny too, but, you know, not that funny really, but funny enough. Okay, répondre aux questions en phrase complète. So you're going to do the exercises here, and I'm not going to do them. I'm just going to show them to you. There you are. These are the questions. You can do the exercises. And that was the Les Enfants Savants. And can I say this to you? I understood 95% of it. There's a few words that I didn't know, but I understood it. So I'm very happy with my French. So far it's improving by reading like this each week on a Friday, doing these things for you. I am actually, you know, doing quite well with it. How are we going for time? Huh? 11, we've got 10 more minutes, which is good. But because now there are two things that I'll do, which is lovely. I did La Nuit by Salvatore Adamo. I want to do now, then I'll come back to Tombe la Neige last, but I want to do Rien de Rien because it's short. By none other than, who is she? Huh? L'Edith Piaf. Non, rien de rien, non, je ne regrette rien, ni le bien qu'on m'a fait, ni le mal, tout ça m'est bien égal. Non, rien de rien, non, je ne regrette rien. C'est payé, balayé, oublié, je me fous du passé. Welcome to Angela Imela. Avec mes souvenirs, j'ai allumé le feu, mes chagrins, mes plaisirs. Je n'ai plus besoin de balayer les amours. Avec le trémolos, balayer pour toujours, je repars à zéro. Non, rien de rien, non, je ne regrette rien. Ni le bien qu'on m'a fait, ni le mal, tout ça m'est bien égal. Non, rien de rien, non, je ne regrette rien. Car ma vie, car mes joies, aujourd'hui, ça commence avec toi. That's how it works out, huh? Okay, Joachim du Bellay. 1522 to 1560. He was 38 when he died. The first 20 years of Du Bellay's short life were spent in Anjou, where he was born at the Château de la Tourmelière near the river Loire. After studying law for a brief period in Poitiers, we find him in Paris in 1547. So he was 25 then. At the famous school of Renaissance learning, the Collège de Coqueret, in the company of Ronsard, famous as well. Apart from a celebrated literary manifesto, La défense et illustration de la langue française, 1549, at 27 he wrote that, and an early sonnet sequence, L'Olive, 1549-50, his most significant work was written during his 4 years in Rome as a member of the household of his cousin, Cardinal du Bellay, 1553 1557. So I was there for 4 years. In Les Regrets et les Antiquités de Rome, both published in 1558, we appreciate the resonant expression and, above all, Du Ballet's intimately personal note of disquietude and nostalgia. With ingenuousness, I write, he once said, of everything that moves me deeply. Whenever he was sad, he wrote. Well, I like to write when I'm happy. This one called France, Mère des Arts. France, Mother of all the arts. France, Mère des Arts, des armes et des lois. Tu m'as nourri longtemps du lait de ta mamelle. Or est-ce comme un agneau qui sa nourrice s'appelle, je remplis de ton nom les centres et les bois. Si tu m'as pour enfant avoué quelquefois, que ne me réponds-tu maintenant, ô cruel? France, France, répond à ma triste querelle, mais nul, sinon écho, ne répond à ma voix. Entre les loups cruels, j'erre parmi la plaine, je sens venir l'hiver, de qui la froide haleine d'une tremblante horreur fait hérisser ma peau. Là, tes autres agneaux n'ont faute de pâture, ils ne craignent le loup, le vent, ni la froidure. Si ne suis-je pourtant le pire du troupeau. So this one here was written during the ballet years in Rome. The sonnet appeared in Les Regrets. As often in his work, the starting point is a literary reminiscence. He was without doubt thinking of the first two lines of Virgil's famous invocation to Italy in the Georgics. Hail, great mother of fruits, mother of heroes. So that's Virgil. And you remember Virgil from my readings of Dante Alighieri? It's the same one. And the image of the lamb calling his mother had already been used by Pamphilo Sasso earlier in the 16th century. Another Italian, another writer. Du Ballet, however, transforms these literary reminiscences. He sings of his love and admiration for his country's glorious achievements, as well as of his utter dependence on it, like a lamb on his mother. The tone is plaintive as he evokes the winter of exile with wolves on all sides, no doubt the court intrigues of Rome. He is in a desolate plain where no comfort can be found. His sole, almost naively pathetic desire is to return to France and to experience again the nourishment that his country alone can give. So that's France, Mère des Arts. And here I am going to show you. Welcome to Tony Angelino. This is the French. That's the poem that I read, Joachim du Bellay. Okay? France, mère des arts, des armes et des lois, tu m'as nourri longtemps du lait de ta mamelle. Or est-ce comme un agneau qui sa nourrice s'appelle, je remplis de ton nom les centres et les bois. Si tu m'as pour enfant avoué quelquefois, que ne me réponds-tu maintenant, ô cruel? France, France, réponds à ma triste querelle, mais nul, sinon écho, ne répond à ma voix. Entre les loups cruels, j'erre parmi la plaine, je sens venir l'hiver, de qui la froide haleine d'une tremblante horreur fait hérisser ma peau. Là, tes autres agneaux n'ont faute de pâture, ils ne craignent le loup, le vent ni la froidure. Si ne suis-je pourtant le pire du troupeau. That's a beautiful poem. It really is. And written 1522, 1560. What, it's, 550 years ago. Amazing. I love this sort of stuff, this, so much knowledge in the past. It's 58, so I'll do TomPadulaTV, and then I will go to my Spanish, to your Spanish. Okay. Tombe la neige, tu ne viendras pas, et mon cœur s'habille de noir. Ce soyeux cortège, tout en larmes blanches, l'oiseau sur la branche pleure le sortilège. Tu ne viendras pas ce soir, me crie mon désespoir. Mais tombe la neige, impassible manège. Tombe la neige, tu ne viendras pas ce soir. Tombe la neige, tout un blanc de désespoir, triste certitude, le froid et l'absence, cet odieux silence, blanche solitude. Tu ne viendras pas ce soir, me crie mon désespoir, mais tombe la neige, impassible manège. Mais tombe la neige, impassible manège. What did exactly, it's 12 o'clock exactly. Isn't it wonderful to be able to finish off? I've covered everything I wanted to do, and it's wonderful. Half an hour. Look how much material you can cover in half an hour. Now, again with Spanish. I am going to do some phrases because people want to speak. That's what they say. They want to speak in the language. Now, this one here, okay, greetings and hospitality in Spanish. Okay, I should really start with a song in Spanish just to get going with it. Come on, Tom, let's do it. Okay? And the ones that I've actually got new ones for Spanish as well. I'm not sure whether I can actually sing them. This one is called Volare by Domenico Modugno. And a las Puertas del Sol, this is famous by Albano as well, and Giulio Cinquetti as well. Let me see if I'll just do a little bit of A las Puertas del Sol. Tenía un alma así límpida y pura, que quizás por miedo a ti no he hecho nunca el amor. Buscaba las calles más extrañas del mundo, en cambio se llegaba a ti por claros senderos. Y ahora que siento tu cuerpo cercano, en la oscuridad te pido levarme contigo. A las puertas del sol, a los confines del mar, cuántas veces con el pensamiento te he elevado junto a mí, y en la oscuridad soñaba tu mano ligera, cada puerta que se abría me parecía primavera. A las puertas del sol, a los confines del mar, cuántas veces con el pensamiento te he elevado junto a mí, te he elevado junto a mí, te he elevado junto a mí. That's only the first part. I'm not going to do any more there because that's the first time I've done it and I need to revise it a few more times. So let's go to a las puertas del sol, alle porte del sole, at the doors of the sun. There you are. Good morning, good day, buenos dias. Good afternoon, buenas tardes. Tardes is evening or afternoon. Good evening, good night, buenas noches. So remember, buenos dias, buenas tardes, buenas noches. That's lovely. Hello, hola, ¿qué hay? Adios. Hello and goodbye, adios. ¿Cómo está? How are you? ¿Cómo está usted? How are you? That's in the plural, but ¿cómo está is singular. I've got to check that one out. So, buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches, hola, ¿qué hay? What have you got? ¿Cómo está? Muy bien, gracias. Muy bien, gracias. Muy bien. Goodbye, adios. See you soon. Hasta luego. Hasta luego. May I introduce you to my wife or my husband? Voy a presentarle a mi mujer o a mi marido. Voy a presentarle a mi mujer, voy a presentarle a mi marido. Marido. Glad to know you. Encantado. Enchanted, you know. Encantado. What's your name? ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Cómo se llama? What is your name? Yeah? What's your address? Telephone. ¿Cuál es su dirección? ¿Cuál es su dirección? Direction is the direction, in other words, the address you put on a letter. That's, I assume. ¿Cuál es su dirección? ¿Cuál es su número de teléfono? ¿Cuál es su número de teléfono? Help yourself. Sírvase. Would you like a drink or a cigarette? No, I don't do cigarettes, so I'm just going to do, would you like a drink? ¿Quiere beber algo? ¿Quiere beber algo? ¿Quiere beber algo? So, quiere beber, to drink, you like algo. Well, can I offer you anything? ¿Puedo ofrecerle algo? ¿Puede ofrecerle algo? Can I offer you anything? Algo is anything, obviously. Thanks for having me. Muchas gracias por su hospitalidad. Muchas gracias por su hospitalidad. Thanks for the invitation. Muchas gracias por su invitación. Invitación. Remember me too. Muchos recuerdos. Bon voyage. Buen viaje. Buen viaje. Good luck, all the best. Buena suerte. Buena suerte. That's not bad, you know, these books of phrases, etc. You need the resources, people. If you want to learn a language, you need the resources, including your iPhone, including your computers, including, and a lot of books as well, because there, chair is moving around. It's important that you actually have resources in front of you. It doesn't matter where you get them from, you know, you can even get them from Tom Padula, from Insegna Booksellers. Because between you and me, a lot of people want to learn things, but when it comes to the actual investing in it of time and a bit of money, people think twice about it. I don't blame them, but makes the booksellers, just another one that fell, never mind. Booksellers, you know, business difficult. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's do now some grammar. Yes? No, I didn't have any grammar this week. Ooh. I said I wanted to do El Cid. That's incredible. I wanted to read you from El Cid. You remember El Cid, the story of El Cid? You can look it up, El Cid. I've got a few copies of this. Beautiful. And I'm going to do number 6. La toma, la derrota. We've done so far. I've read throughout this particular series. El rey destierra al Cid de Castilla. El destierro was Canto 1. Canto 2, and then there are, you know, there's the story, there's some notes, and there's an article, a comprehension question. Capítulo 2, El préstamo de Raquel y Vidas. Capítulo 3, La despedida. Capítulo 4, La toma de Castellón. Capítulo 5, La derrota de los príncipes moros de Valencia. And capítulos 1. Oh, I can't remember. Oh my gosh. I don't remember the numbers. Come on, Tom. Let's revise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, etc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, the revision works. Revision works. Batalla contra el Conde de Barcelona. Okay, now, you and I, you're supposed to listen to this, but I'm actually going to show you as I read, which is difficult for me to do. As I read this one here, you'll be able to see the words. Batalla contra el Conde de Barcelona. Here we go. Welcome to Assunta Lombardi. Okay. Let me see if I can do it this way. Se unen al bando del Cid caballeros de Castilla y León. El Cid marcha entonces por las tierras del sur y el este de Aragón, que estaban bajo el amparo de don Ramón de Berenguer, conde de Barcelona. El Cid había herido en tiempos pasados a un sobrino del conde y no había enmendado su ofensa. Por esta razón, el conde le tenía rencor al Cid. El conde de don Ramón reunió un gran ejército de moros y cristianos y salió contra el Cid. Al enterarse, el campeador dijo: dígale al conde don Ramón que no me tome esta mal, de lo suyo nada levo y que me deje ir en paz. Pero el conde respondió: lo de antes y lo de ahora, todo me la pagará el desterrado. Los soldados del conde atacaron cuesta abajo. Sus caballos tenían monturas coseras y levaban las cincas flojas. Los del Cid tenían monturas galegas. Atacando cuesta arriba, derribaron a los de don Ramón. El Cid ganó en la batalla la famosa espada colada que valía más de 1000 marcos. Quedó muy complacido con sus grandes ganancias. El conde don Ramón quedó prisionero del Cid. Preparó manjares para la ocasión, pero don Ramón no los quería comer y se mofaba diciendo: antes morir que comer un bocado preparado por estos harapientos. Dijo el Cid: del que el ganado en la batalla necesita para estos harapientos. El Cid pidió al conde que comiera más. Don Ramón no comió por 3 días. Entonces le prometió que si comía de tal manera que la agradara, el Cid le pondría en libertad con 2 de sus caballeros. Entonces don Ramón comió de muy buena gana y obtuvo su libertad. So the Count Ramón de Berenguer is a historical character who was in fact imprisoned by the Cid. He was set free in 1082, etc. So if you get the book, you'll be able to enjoy this. I was just about to press the wrong button again. Because the other day I did it with the Dante and I lost 3/4 of my work. And it doesn't come back. So I'll be repeating it on Sunday, not this Sunday because I'm going away, but next Sunday, I think it's the 4th or the 4th or 5th of February, I'll come back with Canto 24 of Purgatorio by Dante Alighieri. Okay, so that's that. El Cid. So what else did I have? No, I just had the songs, which is good. Because I gave you one song, but now I'm going to give you, there's another song that I've done, but before I do, Las Puertas del Sol, we've done that. This one here, this by Domenico Modugno, which goes something like this. Pienso que en sueño parecido no volverá más, y me pintaba las manos y la cara de azul, y de improviso el viento rápido me elevó y me hizo volar en el cielo infinito. Volare, canta, oh, cantare, oh, nel blu, dipinto di blu, felice di stare lassù, y volando, volando felice, yo me encuentro más alto que el sol, y mientras que en el mundo se alea despacio de mí, una música dulce se ha tocado solo para mí. Volare, oh, cantare, oh, nel blu, dipinto di blu, felice di stare lassù. Pienso que un sueño parecido no volverá más, y me pintaba las manos y la cara de azul. Y de improviso el viento rápido me elevó, y me hizo volar en el cielo infinito, etc., etc. So those two I've got, but I've got other ones as well that I will do in the future. And we said, well, but I know Historia de un Amor, and that's what I'm going to do, because I remember a few weeks ago, Mariana Cassino, welcome. I'm going to finish off with Historia de un Amor, and then we'll have a little bit of a chat about Spanish and the difficulties that one has. And if you're learning French or Italian, don't worry about, just learn a lot together. You'll quickly learn how to, give the right pronunciation for the right language. Historia de un amor. Ya no estás más a mi lado, corazón, y en el alma solo tengo soledad, y si ya no puede verte, porque Dios me hizo quererte para hacerme sufrir más. Siempre fuiste la razón de mi existir, adorarte para mí fue religión, en tus besos encontraba el calor que me brindabas, el amor y la pasión. Es la historia de un amor como no hay otro igual, que me hizo comprender todo el bien, todo el mal, que le dio luz a mi vida, apagándola después. Ay, qué vida tan oscura, si tu amor no viviré. Ya no estás más a mi lado, corazón, y en el alma solo tengo soledad, y eso ya no puede verte, porque Dios me hizo quererte para hacerme sufrir más. Es la historia de un amor como no hay otro igual, que me hizo comprender todo el bien, todo el mal, que le dio luz a mi vida, apagándola después. Ay, qué vida tan oscura, si tu amor no viviré. Ya no estás más a mi lado, corazón, y en el alma solo tengo soledad, y eso ya no puede verte, porque Dios me hizo quererte para hacerme sufrir más, sufrir más, sufrir más. Now notice I was very confident with that particular song. And I think I did all right. I didn't have any problems with it. So it requires, the next step would be to learn it off by heart. And that's what a professional singer would have to do. Ya no estás más a mi lado, corazón. soledad, etc., etc. I'm not good. I have to work hard to learn it off by heart. So that's how it goes with languages. You can practice, listen, listen, read, write sentences, and then speak finally. Okay, and it's 12:19. Very soon I have to go on to watch Channel 31, because very soon on Channel 31 there's my program for this week. I'm not sure what they're going to play. We'll see what happens. Okay. On this note, thank you very much. Gracias to you all for coming on. I don't know whether I mentioned Maria Anna Casino came in right at the end. I'll be finishing off, putting this online on my Facebook page. So when you're having lunch, you can listen to it again if you want. Okay? And don't forget, Insegna.com will give you everything, and YouTube as well. That's it. Adios. Au revoir.